Apologies, Carmine, I was on the phone. However, when I got here, I saw nobody.
Okay. Yeah, I was just chasing VCB for like maybe 15 seconds, and then I pull up and the car is there. You were next to it. He may have had a headache, or maybe he didn't run on foot. But he's
Was it already
definitely coming
smoking?
back to that car. It was smoking already.
Oh, that is a possibility. Well, actually, no, because think of the positioning the vehicle's in. How do you hit that angle unless you're positioned for that jump? Like, you have to go around a bend.
Going south on Elysium Field. He wasn't on Innocence.
Oh, I thought he was heading
came up,
Innocence.
Yeah, he came up on the incline.
Oh, then possibly, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm camping this spot.
You know what? I'm with you. Sorry, chat. Like a coughing fit. Holy fuck. Ugh. Sorry, Martha.
Hello.
What's that?
That's all right. It's a quick question. I was going to ask King about it and not bother you, but he's gone into a meeting with someone, so I'll let him go because I would never have stopped talking. So I want to talk about VAFs. I know they don't exist now.
Yep.
When did they stop? How many months ago was it?
He's here.
Stand by.
He's here. Units to move in.
They're repairing the car. I'm on a roof.
I mean, a general idea, really. Was it about September?
He's in his car. He's going to be going northbound Elysium.
I'm
nowhere near my car.
I don't.
A pink muscle car.
I can get you a date. Give me a second.
It's not. I'll tell you what it is.
Drive
I've
an
searched
overhead
through the
wing right
MDT for when, if people had been sort of looking for cars, because me and Dee had a good in-depth conversation about this last night. And it seems like things might have been happening
southbound on
in September for maybe tracking cars and stuff like that, but there doesn't seem not since. Is anyone doing that?
Hold on, sorry. I was on a stakeout with Carmine, not a serious one.
God,
No. You're good. It's irrelevant. I just had to turn my radio off because Carmine was like screeching on radio. Repeat the last bit regarding September.
Right, September. I've gone back through. I've searched like vehicle lockdowns and everything like that, and it seems like during September, people seem to be kind of trying to sort out a way to track cars because we didn't have the VAF thing. And then I can't really find anything recently. Do you know if anyone's actually tracking them and getting stuff done? Because I'm constantly getting picked up in billion-dollar cars to get hit, taken hostage. And I absolutely know they're not nicked. They're their own bleeding cars. So,
so we had
is anyone doing it?
Yes, asterisk.
Oh,
Yes, in the sense that, do you know how we have the VAF system on the MDT?
yeah.
So obviously that VAF system is separate from the legal VAF system, which no longer exists. I had a conversation
Right.
yesterday or the day before with High Command.
Did
We are
you?
Yes, we are going to
Oh.
repurpose
Go on.
the MDT VAF system to track vehicles because right now,
Yeah.
unfortunately, there's a vehicle section under reports, but you can't search that. There's nothing you can do to search those results.
Right.
So
See,
that
makes sense. Do you think that was there a conversation? Did it filter out? Because I moaned to D yesterday about not having anything to do, obviously, because
Mhm.
it's my life. And he went to Carmine and stuck his neck out and said, "Look, I really want to do stuff. You know, can we sort this out, please?" And Carmine said, "Bring me stuff. You know, because." D will let me help him. He understands what I need
Right.
to do. So we had a good in-depth conversation, and he was talking about cars. And he says he wants to get the cars off the street and start crushing them because he's sick of it. And I mean, it doesn't make sense that they're turning up in like, $1 million cars to
Yep.
do, and nothing happens to them. So I've started going through. So I said, well, what I'll do is I'll go through all the reports that I can. I've started with the besties and also individually. And I've got a load of unique numbers and running a count on them. So how many things would how many like felonious type shit would their car have to be involved in
So there's
before?
no threshold right now.
Yeah, and this is the thing. So what Dee was going to do is we were going to try and get to say 6 and then go to a judge and say,
Even
look, can you
6 would
sort something?
probably be too much. Not too much, but like we probably shouldn't set the threshold exceedingly high
Right.
when the
'Cause
prior
I
VAF
saw-
system was 3.
Yeah, and I did see like a report that Oxby put up, and I think he was doing stuff, and he did say, it looked like it was something that he was going to submit to somewhere, and because on the right it said this has to be locked before you can blah blah, so it's obviously something he wanted to submit somewhere, but it had like he wanted to say it's been in 3 incidents, yeah.
Yep.
Now I've got a running total here, and I've easily got a few that from the besties alone, and I've got like 50 unique plates that I've actually put into a spreadsheet and given them a running total. And I've got ones that have got 5, and I've got all the report numbers, the report titles, the whole lot.
Is
ready
it
to go.
only violent felonies that you're aiming for?
Well, yeah, because Dee said, we're not traffic stops or anything like that. 'cause
Right.
I don't think that would be it, would it? It's not really.
No. We
So
we
I have
would
a
not
look.
be trying to push for like the seizure of these things for minor things.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking shootouts and stuff like that, where they've been, it's reckless evading. Is that one? Would you say?
No, reckless evading. So it depends, actually, because you can be charged with a violent felony in addition to reckless evading, right? So, but primarily you'd be looking for, attempted murders.
Yeah.
Hell, even
So, yeah,
the robberies.
I've got a few of them, and robberies. Yeah.
Are you at Mission Row?
Yeah, I am.
I'm on the way, and
Okay.
I will discuss this with
Right. Okay.
you. I have pulled up.
Right.
Let's meet. Actually, go to the meeting room. Actually, no. Go to the chief's office.
Right. Okay. What about your office? Don't you like it?
What was that?
Don't you like your office?
I have a Actually, hold on. Wait, it's fine now. It's very sporadic, but sometimes the lighting in my office is not good. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh.
Most times
Right,
it's
well, I'm in
very
the
dark, but
chief's
it's
office.
I'm on the way.
Oh, I just skid on a pair of knickers. He's such a honestly.
Hi,
Right,
Rose.
Hey,
Ah, that's you.
sorry, I'm not trying to be antisocial. I'm having a
Oh,
meeting with
that's
Martha.
Yeah.
I apologize. I've arrived. All right, let me take a seat here.
Right. Okay. So I'll tell you about the conversation me and Dee had, because he is so excited about this. Once I started telling him what I'll be able to do,
Mm-hmm.
he was like, "Oh my god, yes," because it means that we can work together, and get it done. Sorry, I'll get whatever.
You're good. You're good.
So we spoke downstairs in length because he says he wants to help me to help. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I've already started yesterday. I went through all the besties tags, and instead of just targeting like one person, go and get that.
I cannot right now. Here, we'll continue this, and I will call them back. There we are. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Right. So
I hate
we
that I keep
started
putting
off,
the
and he
phone
said, "Well,
down.
pick the most notorious person, and let's see what we can do." So it was kind of a stab in the dark. And I said, "The thing is, if I do something like this, I like to go from the beginning. So instead of just keep going for one person through countless reports, I said I'd rather go through all the reports from 30 days. Would you say
Mm-hmm.
30 days? And pull
30
all
days. My concern is if you, I wouldn't actually do 30. I would do something more in line with like 20. That way
Right,
there's like a
okay.
10-day threshold, because 30 days would be statute of limitations, and judges
Yeah.
probably wouldn't want us to include anything at 30
Right.
or
I
higher
mean, the
than
thing
30.
is, I'm now working towards like this way. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I've sort of, so I go to every report or every incident and I pull every car that's there. And I do the number plate, the make of car, the person that owns it, the date, the incident number, and the title of the number. And I check that there was something, bad that happened, like that someone did something really bad.
Yep.
If it's like they just ran away, obviously I don't do it. So, and it's like I said today, I said I can give you this when I've got, got it. I said, and when I've got like, what did you say, 3 maybe? Because
Yeah,
some of them
I,
you've
I
got
would
5 to
argue
work from.
I would argue judges
Mm.
probably would seize on a three
Right, okay, because there's
like
some really
threshold of 3.
bad ones. So all I've done at the moment is gone through the besties tag, and then I kind of drilled down individual besties because some of them aren't tagged, some of the incidents. So I just got them. And yeah, so I've got all that, and I've got a running total, and I've got some that have got 5, 4, 3. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, there's a
Yep.
few that have only got 1. But yeah, and I said if I give that to you, then he can organise it. He can check the numbers, the incident numbers, to make sure that it's valid and sort that out and go to a
I
judge.
will say, what you're doing is going to be highly dependent on the level of thoroughness of the officers on scene. And the reason I say this is because those vehicles need to have their VINs documented and need to have whether or not there are signs of tampering documented on those scenes.
Yeah, because a lot of them they do, and it says like it matches or there's no tampering. So I'm looking for that
Yes.
because Dee said don't have it if it's been nicked because obviously that's silly.
Yep.
So I'm
The
looking
tricky
at that.
part is the VIN specifically. If it's in a photo, right, like it can't be searched. Individually writing out VINs can be problematic because the likelihood of a typo is fairly high. For example, when I document a VIN, and I did this a few days ago regarding a situation where we got shot over something really dumb. I think a boosted or a stolen car. I got the VIN of all 3 vehicles, and what I do is I write it normally, and then I write it backwards. And if both of those match, there's no way I'd make the same typo twice, writing it forward and backwards, But VINs are pretty damn long, and it's tricky. However, I will say this. When you look at someone's profile, you see the whole, like, you see how some of them have, especially if you're looking at Bessie's vehicles, it'll be like 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 3 or whatever.
Yeah, that's the VAF thing.
Correct. Because VAFs no longer exist, I've spoken with High Command, and moving forward, it's not in effect right now. I will ensure that there is an announcement here in the near future. We're going to utilize that for the purpose of documenting scenes, similar to what you're talking about, except it's essentially a profile for a car, as opposed to, we look up a criminal's record, we see all their vehicles, we see all their charges.
Because this is what we were saying yesterday. We're going for the car, not the person.
Exactly. especially, and that's why it's so important to prove that there was no signs of tampering in
So
any of those
I've got
vehicles.
the number plates and also all the other information. So if we like got to like 3, like a count of 3,
Mhm.
we could then go into the report and make sure the VIN is there to copy out.
Yes.
Would you say?
Yeah.
And then take that next step.
Yep.
Because then at least this is like a sample of how many we've got.
Yes. I would also even argue.
I mean, I haven't even like gone away from the besties really yet, and I've already got a
Oh,
few, you know.
every group is going to have repeated, like, if you're looking at besties specifically around this time, you're going to be looking at a Sultan that's registered a Lucky Torkel involved in so many crimes. Aziz Shah
and
is
that's
a
5.
massive.
I've got 5 on him at the moment.
Aziz Shah is going to be another one.
Yeah.
Like, is it bad that the first person's name I said is the person who you said I have 5 examples of? That's because we know. We know.
I've been doing that, so I've got quite a few.
So tracking, by the way, will get easier when we start using. So what's the plate of Lucky's vehicle? The one that you're referring to?
I've got L67NEE82 tailgater. I've got
L67. Hold on.
N for Norman EE82.
Got it. So, can you do me a favor? Can you search that under the vehicle section? And when it comes up, I want to know if you can see the VAF portion on the right side of the vehicle profile. There's nothing listed, but it does say VAFs and create VAF, or there's a create VAF button.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay,
it
perfect.
Says create, but there's nothing there. Yeah.
Yes. So just a heads up, if you press create VAF, it immediately adds a VAF to the. I mean, again, not that there's legal VAFs, so this is more internal documentation now. But the moment you press that, it creates a VAF that you can't delete. It has to be rejected by command.
Well,
and it will
touch that.
It'll always be there. What I'm saying is, even on accident, if that were pressed, like, it doesn't really matter what it is, because again, it's only for internal documentation. Additionally, I'm not sure if you're aware, when a vehicle hits 3 out of 3, the 3 out of 3 turns red. I'm not sure if you've seen an example of that on someone's profile. And I also think if it's above 3, I'm not sure if you've seen examples of that. I think it maintains the red color. But the expectation when we're documenting these VAFs is going to be that people are documenting everything, plate, signs of tampering, VIN.
Yeah, on some of the reports, it's like there's no photographs, but they've said, oh, this car with this number plate, and there's no proof. It's just
exactly. That's pretty much nothing, unfortunately. We can't present that to a judge, and a judge is going to be like, yeah, that's worthy of it being seized. It's unfortunately not going to work. If we're going to be pushing for the seizure of assets worth millions of dollars, we need to make sure we are putting in all of the work necessary.
The ones I've hit are extensive. They are extensive. They've got the plate checks, pictures of the car. A lot of them have got that, because I've also got what is it, Jaden Christopher,
that's the person who shot me today.
He's got a car that's licensed Ocean Dump DMP.
Wait, hold on. That vehicle? Okay, so
he's got 4 that I found.
Here's the interesting thing. Only 2 days ago, we fixed the vehicle on his profile. So Ocean Dump was on his profile listed as a Thrax. This is going to get a little nuance here, but the vehicle section, if you click on it, the most recent one is a police V-Star. It's XSXSC2XJ. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So the way these are generated is not when someone purchases a vehicle. It is when someone's profile is ran on the MDT and they have a new car. Does that make sense? So if I purchase a vehicle right now and it's let's say it's an Imaggio or a Turismo or whatever, it's not going to show up on my profile. But if you go to profiles and load up my profile, it will then generate. It's essentially checking if you have a new vehicle, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then it gets added to the vehicle section. So someone without a profile won't have anything in the vehicle section.
Yeah. I mean, someone without I have to come out and go back in again. If I give someone a new profile, I just have to come out of that.
Yes.
And then
Yep.
open it up again, and then I see it. I've been here for a year and a half, you know.
Well, the thing is, I'm not kidding when I say this. 99% of the police department assume that the vehicle section is anytime someone purchases a new vehicle, and that's not the case. But also, you deal with the MDT in a bit of a different light than PD. We're running profiles. A lot of times, I mean, we create profiles too, but you're creating profiles and dealing with them, and not just doing it on a I'm adding charges to your record basis.
Yeah. I know my way around it, but so I'm going to carry on doing what I'm doing though. I've done quite a bit already, so I'm going to have a chat to D, because he just wants to get something done about it, and there just seems no way other than to do it manually at the moment, you know. So and also everyone's got to know to do the VAT. I just feel like unless something's happening that's pure, that's literally methodical, it's just going to get messed up. Do you know what I mean?
It'll be super convoluted.
Oh, or people won't do it, and it'll be like, is this? I just feel like if I go through, it means that I can get D or someone to check them and say, look at that, is that worthy? You know, and then
100%. The issue right now is that you can't really search by VIN, you can't search by plate, even if you add them in the vehicle section, and it makes it so that people wanting to do these things would have to put an extraordinary amount of effort for a chance.
Yeah.
A slight chance.
I mean,
let's
say the tailgater. Let's say that we went into the five that we've got, and we found that the VIN was in all of them. We've got then everything, haven't we? And
as long as everything is documented, signs of tampering and violent felony, I don't see a world in which that wouldn't get seized as long as they fall within that 30-day period.
I mean, what's the deal with people either using the vehicle section on the reports or not? Because that's really handy to be able to just click that.
It is, but it doesn't link to anything, nor is it searchable, which is why it's problematic.
Yeah. I mean, what I do is I have a look at that, and what I do is because that's easy, I click on it and I stick it in my sheet, and then I go very slowly up the pictures, up the photographs.
And see if there's matches. Yeah. Yep. 100%.
And I get their name from there, but and it does say this VIN does match, etc. So it's all there. You know, it's just about getting it right. You know, which I think we could do, because when I think what I've got now, it's just the besties. You know, and there's only a few. You know, if they've had a shootout, there's a couple of Hydra cars bungs in there, but I don't see with me. I couldn't just target one person and go from report to report. I just go to the report and pull everything and put it somewhere.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? And I said to D, to me, that's wasting time. Keep coming out and saying, oh, I've got to go back to that report now to check this person. I'd rather just pull them all out. It's so much easier for me. Like with the way
I actually need to paste something in this report from when I was shot.
Something we need to as well is that when I show D what I do with VR, he can't see he can see my dispatch reports, but he can't see anything on the right hand side. So where I've put a reference or where I've put evidence to like photos of VR, we can't see any of that. It's just like no one's done anything. Is that an issue? How can he get that sorted?
That's likely a permissions issue. And
right, so what would he need? It's dispatch.
I'm uncertain. I mean, Martha, if I'm being on, for context, assistant chief of police, my rank on the MDT, I could see command reports. I couldn't edit them.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't write my feedback on a situation, because my rank specifically was lacking the permissions, and it's very tedious to add permissions because there's a whole list and you have to do it under different sections of can this rank view the report? Can they create the report? Can they update the report? Can they delete the report? And it's all categories of reports for every faction, whether that's DOJ, PD, EMS, doctors, DOC. And so we have to sort of sit there and filter through all of them. And every time you make a new rank, you have to like manually put in all of those things one by one by one by one.
See,
And it's a
because what's
pain.
worrying me is if I do a dispatch report and put stuff in for people to
People
look
aren't
at,
going to
they're
see
going to
it.
be able to see it. So
Well,
should I
let's
just do a
see.
normal report?
I mean, realistically, I don't have a problem with a normal report at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Let me just see.
As a rule, I don't put anything on the right hand side anyway because I take statements from people. I don't need to put any evidence. It's not like that.
Yeah.
But like with
What
the VR,
report
when I did
number?
the pictures, let me get you.
Yeah, give me an example. I'm curious.
Right. If you go to 28204.
I do see the photos. Is that what he couldn't see?
Yeah, he couldn't see it.
Give me a second.
But I just think who else can't?
The LSPD senior. If I go here. Ranks. Senior deputy. Permission. View. There should be an evidence thing, actually. Let me look at my rank, because I have the ability to see it. As chief. Vehicles, report, certs, config, department, permissions. I'm not seeing the evidence portion that would prompt that.
I mean, I've got
Unless...
receptionist and dispatch.
Oh, wait. It's categories. Category is, you said dispatch reports?
Yeah. Can see the body of it. Maybe they think that, dispatch, we don't need to put anything in there anyway, so why would you need to give the permission?
Well, not necessarily the case. I kind of want to mess with this a bit and see whether or not normal officers can see it. Because every time, for example, officer to senior officer, when the senior officer rank was made, you have to individually put all like 20 different report types in the different things. There isn't a copy officer and then add new ones.
Yeah.
So the possibility exists that it was missed. I'm trying to see the evidence portion. And dispatch reports in here. Under update. Report share. Yeah, I'm not 100% certain. I do know that with my rank, I obviously can see it.
Yeah, but you should be able to see normal reports. So if I
Yes.
do anything out of the ordinary, I can do that, can't I?
Yes,
suppose.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna try one thing super quick. Just to make sure it's not that. Ranks senior deputy, senior officer. Alright, there's a gazillion fucking things. I wish we could sort these by ED. We can't even search. Oh, I hate this.
I mean, for now we can just do it that way, can't we?
Yeah,
We'll just vote.
100%.
Now
It
I
would
know.
be
I mean, I'm
better
glad
that
I
way.
know. I'm
That
glad I
way it
know.
okay, on my, do you know the report where I put the business names?
Yeah.
Can you just put like a random photo in evidence? It doesn't matter what the photo's of. Because I want to ensure that you don't have an issue with any access on that front. Oh my gosh. There's so many ranks. Senior officer. Oh. I think I figured out why he can't see it. The the report section of this rank is so fucked. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Yes, it is. I'm so confused. Dispatch reports. I give up looking at this. It's so convoluted. It is no bueno. There's evidence view, which would be the permission, I would assume. Business. Hmm. Do. Also, how goes things on the business front?
There you go. I've just added a photo to it. Whether you need, if you need it on there.
All right.
I couldn't find anything that wasn't incriminating to stick in there. I didn't kill that clown.
I believe you.
Well, so far I've done what you can see on the form, on the spreadsheet.
Yeah, okay, so I do see your photo
Yeah.
on there, so we should be good. I'm just going to remove it from the report now, but I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure that you had permissions to do it on a normal report. And then, yes, 100% just make a normal report and it'd be what it be.
I seem to have quite a lot of permit. I seem to be all right. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm quite stable. I can see quite a lot. But,
That is good. That is good.
So, yeah, with the business stuff, I've just what you can see really on the form. I've added you to it. I've added you to the spreadsheet, haven't I? So I did.
Let me take a look.
I did the two. I did one with the searches by just the person, just to see what they posted since May, and then I did just the business search, like with, and you can see the search that I used on the notes page. If you scroll down, you can see exactly what I used, and I got quite a lot of that. And then you can see on that one with this business search terms, you can see who else did that. And then I think I can't remember. It was a couple of days ago. I did one where I've got all the unique names and that and what they posted about and the stuff they did post about, if you know what I mean. So
Yes.
the companies. So
oh, this is good.
So you can see who else did it. So you can have a look down on the notes page to see exactly what's been searched. So if you think something else needs to be searched, then let me know.
Will do.
But I
That
did a
is
mass search.
good.
But yeah. It's, you know, it might not help a lot, but at least you've got it. It gives you a general idea of who's actually bothered. You know.
100%.
And if you get, so Black Swan is there. There are a couple, but not loads. But it is sort of there.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm liking the fact that James Malding. It's all just Manor. One day, even advertising Hydra, and then big overweight Manor gang. But not once do I see Jim's pastries.
Yeah. But that's what I call. This is the thing.
Yes,
That's what
I get what you're saying.
Bear in mind, if they're there, you know, have they kept like changing their lemon list ads so they can suddenly advertise for their company? Why would they not put that as standard? You know.
I mean, for example, I've never seen that mouse.exe pest control thing.
No, I've never seen that.
But in saying that, it's there. Mercury Frost,
yeah, it is there.
This is at least pinpointing people who listen, Mercury Frost may have been given however many amounts of dollars, okay? But if you are at the bare minimum on a daily basis putting out an ad, you are at the bottom of my fucking list of people to look at.
Yeah.
I'd rather go for the people who are making zero effort into advertising, their business.
Especially when they've asked for $1 million to do it.
Yes. And it's rarely even just $1 million, Martha. It's multi-millions.
Because if that's for advertising, if they're employing someone to advertise, they're not advertising either. So, yeah, but you can see the dates on there as well. So you can see if they were advertising just to say, oh yeah, I've got a business, and then just fell off.
Yes.
And carried on getting money.
You know? Yeah, but see if it was a one-off thing.
Yeah, exactly. They might have just sort of said, oh yeah, we've got this company, look at us.
The dates are also incredibly important because it shows the frequency at which you are running into their business advertisements, instead of it just being like a one-off thing. Damn, this is good.
So if you get the Twitter as well, you'll be done, won't you?
Yeah, 100%.
And the only thing is, like I said, is I put those dates in, so they could say I have been, and you're lying because how can we prove that we know it's on that date? That's the only thing, but it does give you an idea. So you could say, I know that you didn't, and just lie.
I mean, I guess it might be possible to pull like lemon list ads, but again, I think I'm not 100% certain. I think the important thing is working with, even if it's limited information, what we currently have, so that we can, build on something as opposed to nothing. This is good. This is very good.
If there's another search term, then just let me know and I'll stick that in.
Will do. No, I do appreciate that. And also, you clarifying the specific notes and stuff, that's good. Man, Martha, people's underestimate you.
Yeah, well. Anyway.
It's criminal because the people who do know what you're capable of know the value.
The thing is, I get things done, and you're likely to, and I'm likely to do it properly.
And this was fast.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he said, when can you have like a list for, a basic thing? Because Carmine said to him that I can do more stuff. We've got to make a list of stuff again of what I can do, and then go and bring it to him. So he said yes. So we had a word, me and Dee, and like we sort of discussed it and said, wouldn't it be better if we gave him like a result of something that we have done and say, look, this is what we can do together? Because he will work with me, Dee. He's lovely. And if I do the digging, he can do the cooking. Like
you are essentially the radar for shit going on. And you very clearly stated you don't want direct involvement in the actual, like, you don't want to be going and rating people. You don't want to sit there but you'd be, how are you with financials actually?
At financials, what do you mean?
Combing through like accounts, looking for suspicious things.
Yeah, I can do that. You'd be surprised. But yeah, so I mean, I know my way around the MDT, which is a plus because it means that I know where to look to find things. I know whether to double check. If the car is there, the number plate is there, but someone's not said what it is, I can or whose it is. I can go all. I went all around the besties and found out who they were. So do you know what I mean? It's I know how
Yes.
to do that to cross reference. So it's I haven't got like an empty cell in my sheet. I've just everything. And as you know, as soon as you start typing a number plate, and then it will just auto fill. So in the end, it's like, well, hey, So
Martha,
it's not that hard.
I know you don't want to be, and I want to get you out of this.
Paperwork, bitch.
Well, I don't want you to be in this, the whole dispatch role thing.
Yeah.
Actually, Carmine's calling me, and I was just about to call him. Would you consider a, it's not necessary. Advisor isn't exactly what I'm looking for, but like, you would be, to some extent, an advisor in the sense of like, man, we're trying to get detective stuff rolling. And I do genuinely believe you'd be a phenomenal asset.
Yeah.
Without the
I'm
aspect
trying to
of going
explain to
out.
people, Matt, that the point is it's the going out that stops people doing it because they have to go out and they can't just sit and do something. So I can focus. Like obviously I'm not going to be on it, not night and day, but I can do things quite quickly in short bursts. I'm quite good at that.
Martha, you are
Where
speaking
they
to the person who understands this.
so
When I tell
if
you
it
I
yeah
can't get a single thing, this whole list that I provided you, number one, I had a meeting that got delayed. The day after
yeah
that, I had the day off. The day after that, I was like, I'm doing nothing but getting this
yeah.
list done for Martha.
But
Immediately, 78's call.
But once you give it to me, I'll get it done. And that's the
Yes.
point. You know that if you give it to me, it will get done. I won't say, oh, well, I've been out and I'm in hospital and and I got shot and there's nothing's going to happen to me. I'm just going to do what you asked me to. That's all. And it's like, I can still do all the duties I do because no
Yeah.
fucker comes in. So, it's not, it's a
Yeah.
no-brainer really, isn't
Yeah.
it? To have someone that isn't like needed to go
Mm-hmm.
out to do that stuff because I can think about it.
Yeah, I'm with you
So
on that.
yeah.
I'm with you.
So
Um,
yeah.
and you'd be okay no longer being listed under you would have to be LSPD on dispatch to be clear when like how it
Yeah.
shows
Oh,
EMS and
absolutely.
okay, all right. I'm
Yeah.
going to speak with
I know
Carmine.
that. Okay.
But realistically, everyone who's going to have a say in this, excluding Pred is just a dick 99% of the times. That's just his default
Mm,
state of being.
mm,
I genuinely don't believe anyone is going to have an issue in the slightest.
okay. Well, at the moment, this is what we're working on. Obviously, we're going to carry on doing it because we want to get a result because we want to actually push forward. So I'm going to have a chat with Dee. I said I'll speak to him in a couple of days. We'll get a list up because I know that he'll go through and he'll know what we should be pushing for.
Yeah.
The only thing he didn't know was how many. So if you say it's free, I mean, easy. I
The
reckon
thing
we've
is,
got some
it
already.
could realistically be less than 3. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was gonna do something the other day just to limit test and see if 1
Mm,
would work. I think 1 sets a
yeah.
dangerous precedent personally,
Yeah.
but I
But
wanted to limit test.
I've already got Lucky's Tailgater, Jaden's a Maggio, I've got Aziz's Sultan, I've got a V Star and Dino, and Dino's like treading
Of the
very
dolls. Yeah.
uncarefully, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also Kerm, where did he get? He's everywhere. So yeah, Camacho, I've got that.
Well,
Future, I've got his Stratton
Kerm
3
is a more
times.
recent development, but the thing with Kerm is
Mm,
like he's kind of like Jamal, where he just always gets caught. Like,
yeah. But you know
know.
the beauty of them as well is they love their cars so much that as soon as they buy one and soup it up, they're just going to use it all the time. So we'll just have
Yes.
them.
Yeah. Do you know
We'll
why
just
the
have them.
VAF system failed?
No.
It failed because the vehicles aren't the issue. It's the
Mm,
parts. And what they would do is they'd get a
mm,
cheap car, put expensive parts amounting to $1 million in an engine, and then on the second VAF, one more away from being permanently seized, they take the parts out and put them in another one.
yeah.
That's
Well, that's the
why.
point.
That's
It
why it
doesn't matter
failed.
how many times we crush them, where they'll buy another one because they've got too much money. Do you know
Uh,
what I mean?
yeah,
So
considering
they'll
the
just do
mayors have
it
been
again.
handing it out left, right, and center.
But that's going to stop now. But it
Yeah.
still means, I think if we catch them on the op and suddenly one of their cars gets seized, one of these like amazing ones that they are in all the time and notorious for, they'll be thinking, hang on a minute, how's that happen? Because they're literally walking around going, nothing can happen to us. We're untouchable. Our cars, look at us.
Yep.
It's honestly, I get in the trunk of a car and it takes 2 seconds to get up to Palito. My stomach is still at Senior Buns. And then, and that shit
Martha, you are
happen.
one of my favorite fucking people. I hope you know that the shit you say.
You know what I'm saying? That
Yes.
shouldn't be happening to me.
I know. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna speak
be
to
happening.
Carmine.
All right.
But I
Well,
appreciate you,
we're gonna get
Martha.
this done because I don't want to sidestep away from D, because I think he will give me stuff to do. He will
100%.
actually work with me, and what I'm good at is what I'm doing. So if I can help him by doing that, I think we'd make a good team. Actually, I do.
I
Because,
agree.
our
I
discussion
agree.
yesterday was really good. I really enjoyed it with him yesterday because he knew what I meant. So we'll do this, and then he's going to present it. So we'll present what we've got, make sure we've got all the details, because we've made our office down in the garage. That dispatch office type shit.
Oh, the one with the glass window?
So we've claimed that for a bit.
Martha,
more. We
I
can do
swear
our
to you that
secret stuff.
the day I was gonna do the list before the 78s thing, I was like, you know what? I'm hiding in this office. No one uses it. All right, I'm calling Carmine.
what,
I'm calling
down
Carmine.
there?
Yes, the one you're talking
we
about.
won't be in there all together, and also there's a big window, so we won't be canoodling, will we? You know that we're not being silly.
I know.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Okay,
explain that.
I'm twice his age. I don't know what I'd do with
Martha,
him.
I trust you.
What's
no problem.
up?
Carmine, what are you doing?
Processing some guy for
Uh,
a bunch of
I
crimes.
need to go and have
okay.
a break right now. I might be back later, but
all right. Have a good one, Martha. Carmine, when you're done. Oh shit, we only have 5 minutes. Fuck.
I'll be around after tsunami if you're around.
Okay. I'll be around.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Take care. Is it something bad, by the way? Can
No,
you just...
no. It's not.
Okay,
It's not anything
okay.
bad. It's just I want Martha to be more involved in things, and I know that she's been talking to you and doing other things.
Yeah, D's been
yeah.
on that. Me and D have been on that.
Martha is an invaluable tool, and has a wealth of information that no one else has, and she no longer wants to be like under dispatch. She wants to just be under essentially LSPD in some kind of role. Think like a role similar to Bill, like not really going out and responding to crime. She doesn't want to go out and do any of that. She just wants to be able to like actively look into things and like make connections via stuff on the MDT.
Like NCIS, like the
yeah,
lady
exactly.
in the lab.
But here's the thing. Even if she finds something, she's going to be speaking to someone regarding those things, because she's not going to be the one writing warrants or knocking down someone's door or questioning anyone. She just wants to essentially put stuff on our radar, paperwork related, that, no one else really wants
like
to do.
a gopher.
I mean, honestly, Carmine, all the business stuff, I gave her a full list of every business owner that received money and the business name. She went through, she searched all of her lemon list ads that she has ever documented for the past 7 months, more than 7 months. And how are you going to ask for millions of dollars and not once advertise your business on the lemon list?
Oh my God, that's huge. I need her. I need that.
Exactly.
Okay,
But what you need to do is, even though I have it, you need to go speak to Martha, because she needs to know that the information she has is going to get used.
Okay, I will. I'll
Okay.
talk to her. If you're around, we'll all talk to her.
Sounds good. Sounds
All right,
good.
take
All right,
care.
bye. Hold on. Oh, whoops. What's he processing? Oh, shit. I'm going to have to quit to spawn here, because where'd I relog? Tuna shop? Where the heck are they? What the hell?
It could be like a private wedding where there's just
I
like
don't know.
people
I
he
think-
knows.
I mean,
Hello.
for me,
Hi.
I guess.
Hey.
I mean, yes, but here's the thing. You know, I mean, in a way, aren't rewarding people, okay, for like their bad mistakes? Like what he did was pretty messed up.
Yup.
Yeah.
He's lucky to not be, and
So,
everybody
like,
knows that. Everybody
I
in the
don't think we
TV
should be
knows what he done.
celebrating, you know, in a way. Oh, wow, you get promoted because you got demoted for doing something pretty bad and stuff.
Oh, give me a name. Who we talking about? I don't need to context.
Kukulski.
Oh, it's
Oh, okay.
Kukulski.
Yeah.
I have some Polish heritage speech about his promotion, but yeah, no biggie.
I don't know. I mean, I like Kukulski and stuff, you know.
But is he still at PPO?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're just
Yeah, yeah.
getting feedback from Jack on what he thinks we
Got
should
it,
do with
okay.
him, and we're all good to get him back up to officer again.
Got
Yeah,
it.
I think it's you know, we have lacking the active. A lot of people who gonna be newly hired, they not fully time officers. They're just part timers.
Got it.
Yeah.
And Kukulski is full time. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and I believe he really changed, and we can utilize his positive energy, what is punishment done to him. You know what
I mean, let's be honest. He already knew pretty much everything that he needed to do, and he's definitely more than capable. The reason he lost all that was because he fucked up and did some real dumb shit. The PPO stuff was more so like a formality as a punishment, but like realistically, I don't see any issue with him jumping back up to full officer.
Well, we just had a meeting with TRT, by the way, Rhodes, about being a bit more proactive. I know they don't necessarily have a leader at the moment, but I know Stubble and Eli are very keen. Wait, is it time? It's time, isn't it?
It is
Wait.
time. Cat, I grabbed drink. BRB. Been drinking a lot. Anyways, music. BRB.